get some right here. Those might be coon. Yeah, I don't think that's a deer. Maybe. Coon. Bunch of coon. Are we hoping for a quick one, Kevin? Well, it wasn't that easy. I freaking searched hard for 2 hours. Where was he at? I have no idea. I'm like, oh gee, I've heard this before. So it's been frustrating. Waffle House at what, 2:45 in the morning? Yeah.
Something to drink?
Should I do coffee at this time in the morning? I plan on sleeping at some time.
I can make you a decaf coffee.
No, let's just do a normal coffee.
Yep, normal coffee.
Hold on.
Normal coffee and water.
Coffee.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna do the Texas bacon, egg, and cheese melt plate.
The Texas bacon cheesesteak.
Yes?
I didn't think we would end up here.
No, I didn't either.
I mean, like this morning, like we had an absolute blast.
It was legit. Dude, you wait till the story comes out what we did this morning. Okay, so I've been going all night, right? And a guy was already on the schedule for this morning. I'm in Loudonville, and now I gotta go to Marietta. Okay. That's like 2 hours. And we launched the drone, all of a sudden I'm flying, and it goes kerblink, and I'm freaking out. Like, it's just nothing. Not up, down, nothing. And all of a sudden it came back. It went up to get reception. Had to bring the thing back, land it, put it back on the truck, run to the other side of the property to get the thing up, because as soon as the sun comes out across and shines on that hill, I'm screwed. I won't find the deer because everything's the same color. Gotcha. Found it in 5 minutes, like. No way. Oh. The first search that we did tonight.
Yeah, so we got there, two gentlemen.
They made it sound like it's gonna be easy. Like, yeah, you know, blood trail, 300 yards. He's probably laying in the bedding area. Had a specific deer picture. I'll get back to why that's important.
Yeah.
I was like, they said it's in the bedding area. Should be able to find it 10 minutes. Are we hoping for a quick one, Kevin? Yeah, let's predict that. I'll say 10 minutes. Yep, I'm going with 10 minutes. I'm gonna guess it's not even gonna take the chair on this one.
So what's the plan here? What are you doing?
We're just doing a grid search with the drone, flying back and forth, making lines. Well, it wasn't that easy. Well, it might take the chair. Well, we've been going for 45 minutes already and have not seen the deer. I've seen lots of deer, but not the deer. Found all kinds of deer and big bucks as well. Probably found 40 deer. I don't think you shot a tiny one like that. Oh, nice deer. Not a big one, right? Hi. Did you notice that I did the whole thing inside the road?
And some of it you searched 2-3 times.
Oh yeah, I was zigzagging all over the place. It ended up being 2 hours of looking, but did not locate that one. So I was frustrated. Nope. That's it. That's all I got. Unfortunately, I did not find that deer for you.
What you got?
Yep. I'm pissed. Can't find the deer. They're thinking it's dead, and if it is dead and I can't find it in there, I'm just pissed. I should be able to find if it's dead in there. don't like giving up. I do not like giving up. But I can't, I mean, where am I gonna go? I mean, I still hope they find the deer. I do, but I'm like, why can't I find it? I could not find that sucker. Could not find him. I looked just a big an area, maybe bigger. Where was he at? I have no idea. He left. He literally left and then came back when he felt better. I'm convinced. We got that one wrapped up. Well, thanks for giving it a shot.
Yeah.
And I'll wait to hear back from you guys.
Yep.
Good evening. Pulled a couple hairs out on the way out. We showed up here like, okay, yeah, we'll fly the drone 10 minutes and we'll find it. I freaking searched hard for 2 hours. I can't find that thing. It's 9 o'clock already. Now we go to search 2. Well, almost on location. It is now 9:34 of the second search for this evening. First search kind of got me frustrated, a little down. Not gonna let it get me down too much. They show us the arrow. Arrow looks somewhat good. I question why it's broke off. I'm like, do you think it hit the shoulder for it to break? Because they only break if it goes through a shoulder and that shoulder moves forward. So you got your cavity, goes through the blade, the shoulder moves, and that cavity rips, like it breaks it off. But he's saying that it wasn't a shoulder shot, it penetrated and hit the other shoulder and then broke. Maybe it could have done that.
And that year he had shot it, right side, it was a high shot. It's kind of what he had seen.
Right side, high. Then I asked him the question, like, do you have a picture of this buck? He's like, no, it was the last light and it kind of happened quick. I'm like, oh gee, I've heard this before. Like, now I'm going to be looking for a buck that you think you're gonna be able to identify by what it looks like from the drone. Not a good idea, trust me. Have a picture if you're gonna try to do this. Yeah, we're looking for a deer that was hit last night. Be 28 hours old. Well, I found a buck. About 20 minutes, I found a buck. Originally, he was bedded, and then he came out of his bed with a limp. We noticed, we zoom in on him, we're like, dude, there's an injury on his back, like high on the right side.
And that's the detail that, like we left out earlier. The hunter shot a 140 deer.
That's what he said.
He shot a 140 deer, and then what we saw with the drone was like a
115.
15.
Yeah, a
120.
Yep, maybe.
And,
it wasn't a 120. It was maybe a 115. Trust me, it was a peeny little buck. Once you look at the deer, you know, you have time to look at it. You might see details that you don't if it's happening quick. Oh, that was quick.
wow.
With the egg.
Look at that.
And this is the cheesesteak.
No, that you had the cheesesteak.
Hot sauce.
Yes, please.
Yes.
Anyhow, on search 2, we find a deer that the injury matches the description of what the shot was. But the antlers are too small because he has time to look at it. The only chance we have is to find a dead buck somewhere. Because it's not the one that's injured on the right. The deer has to be dead at this point.
Hunt 2 kind of ends with like in this gray area where like you don't know if you found it or not.
I'm putting it down as a win. Leave a comment if you think that the deer that I found should be put in as a successful locate. It was not a successful locate
For the hunter.
for the hunter. And then we had to search 3, but I was like, dude, I gotta call him because what just happened can't happen again. So I said, you know, do you have a picture of this deer that we are supposed to find? And he's like, I don't have a picture, but when I see it, I'll know. Trust me. I'm like, okay. I'm sorry, but I don't have high hopes for this because if the deer is dead, it was 36 hours already since the shot. Probably doesn't have thermals. So my only hope is that the deer is not dead and I find a deer that looks very similar to the deer or find his deer. It's currently 11:50 p.m. We should be arriving in approximately 24 minutes, which would put us at 12:16 a.m. Thursday. This guy that we're going to, they don't run trail cameras.
No trail cameras and don't want to be on film.
Search goes on, took about an hour, boom, find a buck. He's like, oh yeah, it looks just like him. Well, no, well, yeah. Just go back and forth. Like, is it his deer, is it not? I'm like, dude, you have to make the decision now. Now I have him in the situation where you make the decision. You're the hunter. Was that the deer you shot? Couldn't do it. So I'm like, this is just, I don't even know. So it's been frustrating.
The funny things about tonight that make me laugh. One for me is, man, I had to take a leak so bad. When we pulled up to the second, was it the second one? I don't know, first second, I don't know.
Second.
I like jumped out of the jumped out and like took a leak before I went to film like all the equipment being set up. And the first thing that you do, Mike, when you take off is like you happen to be facing your thermal drone happens to be facing in this direction. And you're there with like a whole slew of like Danner Amish and kids.
Yep.
Like looking at this screen, it's like, man, there's something over there. Could it be a deer that's like literally a stone's throw away?
Yeah. Well, I said it might be a deer bed.
Yeah.
Because like if a deer stands up, you still have heat. It has been an absolute crapshoot tonight with searches. We just got done with the Waffle House. The Waffle House was good to us. Hopefully it doesn't blow up our stomachs as we leave from here. Because I gotta bring up the morale, okay? We got one more search that we're gonna go do, and we're gonna change this thing around. Like, no, it's not gonna keep us down like that. And we're just gonna kick it in the butt and find the deer. So let's go get this thing done, okay?
Do it.
Yeah.